So, like, I'm doing the clean version, and it's like, all right, baby, eat it up like a plum, and it's like, no, you still can't play that for pop radio or whatever, and I'm like, baby, eat these peaches and plums.
Okay, so, I did actually make the finale. I don't know how I did it, but I feel like I've done really well. I've been in the top for 6 out of 9 weeks. I think that's a big accomplishment. I don't know if I am the front runner. I think I am. I'm not too sure. I do technically only have 1 win, but I still think it's quite impressive that I only managed to land in the bottom once. But when it comes to the other 2, they've been in the bottom a few times, in one case when it was already eliminated, so I do feel like I have a pretty good chance of taking this crown. But all shade aside, it was amazing to experience this. And IKEA and Max are both very talented. So if I do win, I won't be mad. I'll just be disappointed, You're saying I'm cutting up runtime. Listen to me, I will go on as long as I want.
So it's my last day at Finger Studios, and I made it to the finale against all the odds. I wasn't expecting to make it here. I don't think anyone was really expecting me to make it this far. There's been so many eliminations that kind of gagged me, and so many times that I was just going into it expecting to go home, but I've pulled it off and here I am. So, win or lose, it has been just really wonderful to be a part of this competition, and it's been even more wonderful to just meet everyone. So, IKEA car, going into the finale.
Bitch, I made it to the fucking finale of FJDR. I once thought I had lost my place in this competition, but here I am now with 2 challenge wins and a chance of winning the whole damn thing. There are 2 things left standing between me and that crown: Loda and IKEA. They will soon be dealt with. I'm so excited.
Hello, my finger friends. It is officially the final episode of the season. There is no challenge this week, so just meet me on the stage, girl. Hey! Before I get into what we'll be doing today, we must bring out our competitors, both eliminated and finalists. So, final category is Heavenhive, an angelic look. First, Bella. Next, Piper. Next, Frith. Now for our finalists. First, Loda.
For my angelic finale look, I really wanted to bring out all the stops and make something that's truly incredible. I wanted to use very angelic colours, and I wanted to make it the highest quality outfit that I have ever made, and with a headpiece that I've never even thought about conceiving before, and I hope my package has been impressive to you, towards the judges.
Next, Max.
I really wanted to go out with this heavenly finale look, so I decided to give some goddess of music tea with big hair, because you know what they say, the higher the hair, the closer to God.
And IKEA.
So for my heavenly / angelic look, we're going for a little bit of a concept. I couldn't get together anything that was directly an angel or directly heavenly. So what I'm giving you instead is something that might kind of remind you of an angel in the Tooth Fairy. I mean, she's got wings. She's kind of like a extraterrestrial being. I'm a tooth angel, if you will. And I'm gonna take every single one of your teeth.
Unfortunately, Hannah B declined joining us tonight. Now, we have a couple of things to get to. First, we'll have all of you vote for who you believe is deserving of the title of Miss Kfingi, the nicest person this season. Come right up.
I think that no one is more qualified to be Miss Kfingi than Miss IKEA car. I mean, that is the sweetest, nicest, pookiest person on the entire season, and all you other hoes are ratchet, disgusting fools that do nothing but shit on other people, and I hate you all, except IKEA car. IKEA is a sweetie pie, and everyone should aspire to be as close as they can to IKEA car.
I vote for Bella to be Miss Kfingi because in my eyes he has always been the kindest ever, and he got last place, I think, so like.
Hello everyone. For Miss Kfingi, I have decided to vote for IKEA car. She's kind, she's thoughtful, and she deserves it. Also, since she's probably not going to win the crown, she needs something. So do I get the meal voucher now, or is that when we're done?
I'm gonna be voting for a really nice person that I believe was cut very short, and that is Bella. I believe he needs a figure to help him refine his drag, because there are some good ideas there, unlike any of the other DTI girls here other than me. I see potential in that brick, and that brick needs to be turned into a brick house. All I'm saying is Bella Love sounds like an amazing name, personally. Like, it's a bell, and it's full of love. Like, it's not so creative and funny. Well, unfunny, just like Sour. Oh, I don't want to be like Sour, never mind.
My vote for Miss Kfingi is Max Silly Cat, because Max has brought a lot of humor and comedy and like happiness to this competition in times that are like kind of scary and tense. I've come to Max asking for support, asking for ideas, and he's always delivered. He's always helped me when I needed help, been honest with me about what might succeed and what might not. And yeah, I think Max deserves it a lot. Max has truly been a huge help and a huge part of me succeeding in this competition. So that's why I vote Max for Miss Kfingi.
This entire competition, one person has had good energy and has been an uplifting presence. That person is IKEA Car. I truly can't think of anyone more suited for the title of Miss Kfingi.
All right, as I'm sure you all know how to count, this means IKEA, Kfingi, you are officially the first Miss Kfingi. Now, before we continue, I would like to hear from you three. Why do you think you should win this show? First, Loda.
I believe I have showcased all my looks to the highest of standard, and I'm proud of everything that I've showcased to this stage so far. I've been successful in things that are outside of my comfort zone. I feel like this competition has really projected my comedy abilities and how funny I can actually be, which is amazing for me personally. And I feel like in this season is the first time I've been respected in the work that I do, because in a lot of other competitions I've entered, I've not really been taken seriously as a threat or really make me doubt if this is even worth doing. But this place has greatly encouraged that, and I really thank everybody involved in the season for that. Even though I haven't really spoke them much here, I feel like I have gotten to know a lot of people here, and it's been a wonderful experience nonetheless. So if I were to win, it would mean so much to me, because I've never gotten this close before, and I feel like if I don't make it now, it's going to be a long time before I make it this close again, because I have never shown more passion, more dedication to anything that I've competed in previously than I have done so today and in all the previous challenges. And one last thing I just wanted to say, support local drag, support trans rights, and even though I don't sound the most energetic right now, I promise you I want this more than anybody, and I don't really know how to show that, but this is my best attempt at showing that. Thank you very much.
Next, Max.
Coming into this competition, I had put a lot of pressure on myself to succeed. As someone who has been an accomplice to Finger Johnson's shenanigans since the very beginning, I was fortunate enough to know what I was getting into. Or so I thought. Making it to the top 3 was one of the hardest challenges I have ever faced. But I rose to the occasion. I made a great first impression, and with the help of my absolutely spot-on Cher impersonation, I even won 60 seconds with Bernie. I was on cloud 9. I felt as if nothing could bring me down. The higher the flight, the harder the fall. And I fell hard, bitch. My elimination destroyed all the confidence I had built up during the competition. I was outraged. In a moment of weakness, I had almost declined a chance to return to the competition, out of both pure anger and insecurity. I felt worthless, and I know that's dramatic, but it's true. I could have given up, but I took a moment to reflect, and I got my head back in the game. I realized just how badly I wanted to win. I did stumble a bit after coming back, but then I locked the fuck in. I gave it my all. I won the final challenge, and I'm so proud of myself for it. I should win the crown because I live and breathe FJDR. I excelled in almost every challenge. I'm good at what I do, and I strive to be even better. Nobody in this world can say they are exactly like Max Sillycat, because I am a one-of-a-kind bitch. And this bitch wants her crown.
And IKEA.
Judges, about a couple years ago, as you might remember, I was signed up for a different season of a Finger Studios production, but before that season could air, I was mocked, bullied, made a joke for advocating for others, made fun of for getting life-changing surgery, and effectively chased off Twitter. I stand before you, 2 years later, a different person, and most of that I would attribute to this competition. I entered with the insecurities and anxiety of those past events, and it showed with how I performed. But then something clicked. I wasn't a loner anymore. I had found a friend group, and I had found people who genuinely wanted me to succeed. So I did. After a bottom 2 and a low placement, the verse challenge had come, and I poured everything I had into it, which ended up being rewarded with a win. The validation I'd been hoping to receive. While it may sound corny, this competition truly has helped me grow. I feel more confident, less apologetic for existing, and I can say with absolute certainty, I deserve to win this season. Despite my placements, I have poured absolutely everything into whatever challenge was placed in front of me. I had less options when it came to looks, and while it showed, I still made sure to fit every category and even received praise a couple times. Whenever it was time for a challenge to be announced, I was responding within the first couple minutes, and that challenge would become the focal point of the next week for me. I spent every minute thinking of different approaches, what might succeed, what might be done by someone else. All this is to say I care. I care so much, and that makes me different. It might even make me a little embarrassing or obnoxious, but I think it will also make me the winner of Finger Johnson's Drag Royale.
All right. Wonderful. Now, I will also be asking you, who do you think, out of the 2 other people you're trying to beat to the win, is the least deserving to win themselves? Insightful. Now I have 3 people in front of me, each with their own strengths and some weaknesses. Loda, your talent in pretty much every aspect of the challenges you faced this season was apparent. But occasionally, you lacked some refinement. Your looks were sometimes hit or miss, but you still pummeled the competition. And I think it's obvious by your track record. You're also the only competitor this season to only be in the bottom once, and that wasn't until the semi-finale. Your talent is very clear. Max, you came out swinging winning episode 2, but then you fumbled it, and it was a big fumble. You're the only person in the finale tonight who has already gone home. You're hilarious, and I think you know that. But sometimes you can rely on the same bit too much. You have showed that you are funny without it. And it's not just comedy you're good at, but you even killed it with your storytelling for the Top Fing Magazine Challenge. The place that is obviously your weak point is your looks. We've been on a roller coaster about them, and I'm sure you know how I and everyone else feels about it. There's definitely more growth to be had in your looks and decision making, but definitely, you are the funniest person of this season, hands down. And IKEA. I have to be honest with you. At first, I really didn't see it for you. Safe, bottom, safe, low. You somehow turned that shit around fast. The white girl can rap. Rosé prepared the casket. Although the air of sincerity you had in multiple challenges wasn't asked for and was critiqued negatively, it still brought something different. You started out very rough, but you ended the season tied for the second most wins. At the start, I'd say you had a bit of growth to do everywhere, but weirdly, you grew yourself. Now, I do have to say your weakness in the end was also your fashion this season. It was a wreck, but you already know that. You defied the odds, girl. Now, I will call 2 of your names. Those 2 people will officially be the top 2 of the season and must lip sync for the win. I must say, all of you 3 deserve to win in your own right. This was a very, very hard decision to make. I've gone back and forth with this for a minute. So, the first person making it into the top 2 is Loda Love. And the last person making up the top 2 is IKEA Car. Max, like I said before, everyone here has growth to do. But unfortunately, your growth area is the only one here that got you sent home. I know your strength. I know you can come back for another season once you upped your fashion game and kill it. So because of that, this simply just doesn't feel like your time. I'm sorry, my finger friend, but I must ask you to vacate the premises immediately. Again. Now, Loda and IKEA, you both must lip sync to Natural Dilution by me. Good luck, and you figure it. Alright then. I made my decision. The winner of Finger Johnson's Drag Royale, the first ever official Finger royalty, is IKEA! Configurations, you won, bitch! Loda, thank you for the wonderful time this season. I will truly be looking forward to having you back as well. Just because you didn't win doesn't mean you didn't do great this season. Much love. IKEA, do you have anything to say?
You know, there's a verse in the Bible that I quote all the time. I could be her, I could be it, I could be anything, bitch. I could be the winner of Finger Johnson's Drag Royale!
Gaga! Stay tuned for the casting of season 2!